Hello there, my name is Pierce Steinberg and welcome to How 3D Printing Revolutionizes the Medical World. There's a very important problem in our world that most people seem to take for granted. It's not world hunger, it's not the military issues. Both of these are important, but another major issue is the medical world. You may think, I thought the medical world was great. Well, actually right now it's not. It's not great in the surgical concepts. Have you ever thought about how much surgery costs these days? Or have you ever thought about how long the wait line is to get human organs? Well, if you've not thought about that, I'm guessing you're clueless about this stuff, which is okay. For centuries, many medical engineers and scientists have been trying to discover an alternate way for recreating things like organ systems. These people want to replicate the working human body using synthetic materials. Take, for example, your printer at home. It uses ink to put letters and pictures on paper. 3D printers and bioprinters are much different. 3D printers use types of plastic and carbon fiber. Some advanced 3D printers use edible materials like chocolate and candy ingredients. Well, chocolate is candy, so bioprinters print out cells, blood vessels, and most importantly, the vital organs. Now, the first 3D printers started up about in the 1980s, I believe, and they were invented by an American engineer named Charles Hope. 3D printers use a type of ink which is an acrylic liquid that turns solid when exposed to ultraviolet light, typically from a laser beam. One of the first 3D printed based procedures took place at the University of Michigan and was used on a 3-month-old baby with a rare condition called tracheobronchomalacia. Tracheobronchomalacia involves the tissues in the trachea collapsing and blocking the passage of the airways to the lungs. This made breathing very difficult for the young man. Without the use of the trachea, it regularly blocked vital blood vessels nearby, including the aorta, triggering cardiac and pulmonary arrest. The trachea is a long tube in your neck and chest that carries air into and out of your lungs. The researchers at the University of Michigan began by taking a CT scan of the baby's chest. When they converted it into a virtual map of his altered airways. Growing usable tissue in the lab is notoriously difficult. The advent of 3D printers that can print ink made of cells has offered a ray of hope for him. The dental and medical market for 3D printers is expected to expand by 365% to $867 million by 2025. 3D printing has enabled prosthetic cartilage to be created for bones and joints. Cartilage is a uniquely flexible and strong material that makes it possible for science to reproduce synthetic materials. Cartilage cells for ears took about 3 months, making a solid and somewhat flexible chunk of cartilage that retained its precise shape and size for an easy fit. Scientists are now starting to figure out how to tweak 3D printers to craft customized ears. 3D printing of medicine is predicted in the future to be a $2.7 billion industry. Wow, that's a lot. And is predicted to increase by the time more complex and advanced bioprinters are made. Authentic printed organs could be used for drug or vaccine testing, freeing researchers from less accurate methods such as tests on animals or on synthetic models. Bioprinting now can use the stem cells from human organs to easily make reprints of those organs at a constant rate. Blood vessels, as well as liver, lung, and breast tumor tissues from laboratory studies of potential treatments for cancer, Parkinson's disease, and pulmonary hypertension, has had numerous 3D bioprinting experiments done, and they've all recently been very successful. People
created using Powtoon.